Sam now asks, hey, Mr. John, thank you for your time. You're welcome. God bless you. Is it required to do taxes as jointly married when I apply for N400 with a 3-year rule? And will it be questionable if I don't? 90-day rules before hitting 3-year experience. Okay, so there's 2 questions there. One is, do you have to file your taxes jointly? Well, let me back it up. So when you have a green card, typically you have to wait at least 5 years before you can apply for U.S. citizenship. But there's an exception, where if you're married and have been living with a U.S. citizen for 3 years, you can file for 3 years instead of 5. So it's a good thing. You can do it faster. Now, technically, whether you're doing it based on the 5-year rule or the 3-year rule, they do allow you to submit the case 90 days before you hit the 5-year or the 3-year mark. However, you have to complete the physical presence requirement as needed, the full amount, before that time. So that's something to be mindful of. I have a really in-depth video about the timelines for U.S. citizenship based on the 5-year model. Check on YouTube, JQK Law citizenship timeline or citizenship time or something like that, and you'll find it. It's probably the best citizenship video out there, a really in-depth explanation. So yeah, you should be fine. Some USCIS officer told one of my clients, don't file within 90 days. That client there's no reason, there's nothing wrong with it. Just, you gotta satisfy all the requirements, so I don't know your case. But that's with regards to filing 90 days early, that's that. But with regard to not filing married, filing jointly, you don't have to do that. I mean, obviously, whatever is tax beneficial for yourself, do it. Now, don't file single, because that doesn't make sense, because you're married. Some people do head of household. If that's appropriate, you could do that. Talk with an accountant to do your taxes as appropriate. However, when you do file in a 3-year format, you need to prove that you have been living and residing with your spouse. One way to do that, to add to it, is by submitting joint tax returns to say, hey, we're filing taxes together, so we're really a couple. But you don't have to if you don't want to. You might have lease agreements. You might have other documentation to show that you are a couple and you're living together. To satisfy it, tax is just a good way to do it. They like seeing that. But as long as you're filing your taxes properly, it's not mandatory. You kind of try to find backup ways to show that you've been doing coupley kind of stuff and living together. Hopefully you have that. But it depends on the field office you're dealing with. Some are more strict than others. Some care more than others about what documents you have. It varies depending on which city you're in. So that's the best answer to that one I could give Semna. I wish you the best in filing for citizenship. Thank you for watching this educational program. To get the latest videos, click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon. Also, help us help the immigrant community by liking this video and sharing it with your family and friends. You can also find us on other social media sites like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter, where you find the latest updates on immigration news, policy changes, and tips. Be safe and God bless. See you soon.